Christmassy video you've all been waiting for and I've been dying to film. Today's video is the Advent Awards for 2024. So this is a little video that I started doing last year, so I did the Advent Awards for 2023, just to kind of bring Advent season to a close and just recap on the Advent calendars that I'd unboxed in that season. I thought I'd do the same again this year. I know you guys really wanted to see it, and yeah, it was supposed to be December, it's now March, but you know, it's fine, we can still do this video. So I've got everything about the calendars here in my little green sheet notebook. Do you remember this one from last year? I bought this at the start of last year's Advent season to write all my notes in. And yeah, still got it, so I thought, well, it's a Christmassy video, let's use this. So I'm going to use the exact same categories as last year. There's going to be 14 different categories, and I'm going to run through my choices for each and who my winner is for each one. So obviously, as you know, I unboxed a lot of Advent calendars this year, well, last year now. The previous year, so Advent 2023, I unboxed 37 calendars, which was crazy. Last year, so Advent 2024, I unboxed 45. Which is insane. 45 advent calendars. There's a whole lot of products. So yeah, my declutters have been well underway. I'm sorting things out. I've done some gifting and we've done some DIY calendars as well. But yeah, there was definitely some fab calendars this year and definitely some disappointing ones. So we're going to talk through all of those. As we go through the video as well, feel free to leave your choices in the comments down below. Let me know which calendar would be your choice for each category. Obviously, these are all my own opinions from the advent calendars that I've unboxed. I'm not going to talk about the ones that I didn't unbox because I can't really give you my opinion on those. But yeah, all my opinions. The calendars that I love, you might hate, and the ones that you love, I might hate. It's just difference of opinion, but this is what I would pick for each of the Advent Awards. And of course, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up as well, and make sure you subscribed. So starting with category number 1, this is best value. So obviously the value of an Advent calendar is down to what product you like. Monetary value, the brands will say it's worth X amount, but you're only going to pay this much. So we can look at the highest value there, but what I've done is, just like last year, I've looked at the value and the cost, so what you're paying as a percentage of the value of the products inside, if that makes sense. So in this category, we have the Debenhams Christmassy box. I've also included Debenhams and House of Fraser boxes in the Advent Awards as well because they're like Advent calendars. So the first choice is Debenhams. So this was their Debenhams festive box, or whatever it was called, what was it even called? Which was in place of their Advent calendar for last year. That one was £40 and the value was £251. So you're only paying 15% of the value, which is pretty good. The next one is Harrods, which actually surprised me. So obviously for Harrods it was £250, which is one of the more expensive Advent calendars. But the value of products inside the calendar this time was £1,599, which is the highest value I've actually ever seen in a calendar. But again, you're only paying 15% of the value, which is insane. Like, honestly, that was such a good calendar. Like, the products inside were next level, and I can completely see how it sold out so fast. Like, every time it came back in stock, I quickly sent a note out to you all to make sure that you could pick it up if you wanted it, because yeah, when that came back, it just went straight away. It was such a fab calendar. Then we've got Glossy Box. This one cost £85 and the value was £585, so you're only paying 14%. That one was a really nice one as well this year. Lots of really fab products in there too. But the winner for this category, based on the percentage of the value that we're paying, is Avant. So that one was £99 with a value of £807. So we're only paying 12% of the value for that Advent calendar. This was also the winner last year. So last year's was £99 worth £877, so we're only paying 11%. So we're paying a little bit more this year, but it's still the best value when we're looking at the cost versus value. So moving on to the worst value. In this category we have Sculpted by Amy. This one cost £90 with a value of £159, so we were paying 56% of the value. That one was only a 12-day calendar as well. We then have the Rituals Deluxe Advent Calendar. This one was £114.90 with a value of £196, so paying 58%, so actually only saving 42% there. Then we've got the Glow Recipe Advent Calendar. This one cost £85 with a value of £135, so we're paying 63%. But the winner of this category is, of course, Charlotte Tilbury. So this one cost £170 and the value was £243. So we were paying 70% of the value. So it was only 30% off. Like, if that was a gift set with 30% off, it doesn't seem as much of a good deal, does it? But when it's an advent calendar, it's, I don't know, viewed differently because it's an advent calendar. You have to have an advent calendar for advent season. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, surprisingly, Charlotte Tilbury was also the winner of this category last year. So last year it was 160 worth 222. So we were paying 72%. So we're paying a tiny little bit less this year in terms of percentages, but it had jumped £10 as well. So it was £170. And again, for a 12-day calendar, it's a lot of money, isn't it? When it's only 30% off. So obviously those four there are all single brand calendars. So just like last year, the single branded calendars have less of a saving than the multi-brand calendars. So if we're looking at the worst value for the multi-brand calendars, we'll start off with Boux, which was 99 worth 365.87, where you're paying 27%. Like, this is the low end of the worst value. We've then got a tie for 28%, that's Pretty Little Thing and Latest in Beauty. Pretty Little Thing was 55 worth 195, so you're paying 28%. And Latest in Beauty was 169 worth 600. We've then got Beauty Bay, which was £100 worth £345, which was only 29% of the value. But the worst multi-brand advent calendar was actually the Harrods Hair and Body one. So again, that was only a 12-day calendar. It was £99 worth £310.90, but it's still only 31%. So exactly the same as last year, you get better value by buying a multi-brand calendar than a single brand. I was quite surprised by that last year, but yeah, it's exactly the same and it does make sense. So the next category is the most full sizes. Obviously, we love to get full sizes in an advent calendar. That's one of the selling points. And you definitely feel like you're getting more of your money's worth when you're spending so much on an advent calendar, but they've got full sizes in, because that could stock you up for quite a while and you might not need to purchase anything. So it's actually better value that way as well. Full sizes, we have with 24 full sizes, we have the Sephora Favourites calendar, Latest in Beauty and Yes Style. So the Sephora Favourites actually had 40 products inside this year and 24 are full size, which was incredible. Like, I really thought that was amazing. And lots of full sizes that we don't see elsewhere as well. I thought was great. Latest in Beauty, 24 full sizes out of 25 products. Almost all full sizes in that one, which was incredible as well. Like, it's not often that we see a calendar with just full sizes in. But then we have Yes Style. So Yes Style was a 24-day calendar and all of the products were full sized. All of them. 24 days, full size products. Such incredible value. We then had Korean skincare. That one had 26 full sizes out of 27 products. And then coming in next is Style Korean, which had 29 full sizes out of 29 products. So again, all full sizes there. And then the next one with also 29 full sizes was LH Cosmetics. So this one was a brand new one for me this year. I'd never tried any of those products before and it was completely different as well. But yeah, they had 29 products in and they were all full size, which was incredible as well. But the winner for the most full sizes is Vogue, and that had 32 full sizes out of 32 products. So yeah, entirely 100% full sizes, which was fab. And from this, I think we can see that like the Korean advent calendars, the K-beauty calendars have a lot more full sizes in, like pretty much all full sizes. I think the Korean skincare one was only 26 out of 27 because it had, was it a double door for the last one and we had the extra mini? I think that was the only difference. But yeah, Style Korean and Yes Style, full size, all full sizes, like wow, just wow. This is the first year I've tried K-beauty advent calendars and I'm so impressed with them. I can't wait to get more of these. Yeah, they've just been amazing. And I'm also going to be doing a Shop My Stash exclusively for the Korean skincare. I think that's going to be April. So stay tuned for that if you want to see some views on those products. Okay, the next category is Most Improved. So last year I gave this award to Harvey Nicks because obviously the previous year was awful. Like, okay, awful was a bit too strong, but there were so many of those vouchers, do you remember? And that was like boosting the value and I just thought, not impressed with that. However, last year there were a lot less vouchers, so I gave this award to Harvey Nicks. So this year, in this category, we have two calendars. The first one is Pretty Little Thing. Last year, Pretty Little Thing won the most disappointing calendar. And was it least exciting or something? Most boring. It was most boring. Because we had spoolies, we had just like a random beauty blender in a plastic bag. It was all very like disappointing really. However, this year, we didn't have any spoolies. The sponge we had was a branded sponge and it came in a little box. And I just thought the products overall this year were just much better. It was a much better selection. Definitely more decent sizes as well and products that I would use. Like not all of them, but a lot more than the previous year. Like I feel like the previous year it was just hyped so much on socials and this year they didn't do that so much, but we actually had better products in. So yeah, I think that definitely improved from last year. And the second calendar in this category and the winner is Charlotte Tilbury. Now, the reason I'm saying this, I know it's the worst value, but if you think about it, in previous years, we have had basically the same design for a long time. Each year it seems to get more expensive. I'm not really selling this so far, am I? And there was a dip in full sizes last year. So the previous year, so 2022, we had 5 full sizes out of the 12. Then 2023, it went down to 2 full sizes. Like, what happened there? However, this year we jumped back up to 3 full sizes, so only 1, but we still made a jump up. But this year, there were 5 of the products were all Pillow Talk products, so all of the makeup products we can actually use together. They're all the right shades to create a makeup look, whereas in previous years we've had just like random shades. And although you could potentially use them all together, it wasn't the same shade, it wasn't the same line. So I think that was really nice. Plus it was all Pillow Talk, which of course is their most popular shade. So I think that was definitely an improvement, not just some random shades. Like sometimes when they throw in random shades, you're wondering if it's just like the ones that aren't selling so well. But the fact that they actually included the most popular shade and 5 products from that line was really nice to see. We also had some new skincare products as well. Obviously we did have some of the same products as last year, so the moisturiser, the serum and the setting spray and the lip oil I think it was as well. All the same as the previous year, but I do think it's still an improvement. Also the shape, so the design was a little bit different this year. They haven't just gone for that same chest, it was a heart design. Granted I still can't reuse it because it's just so small and just a very weird shape, but they did redesign it a little bit. So yeah, so I'm giving this award to Charlotte Tilbury for this year. So the next category is most exciting. Now, of course, this is just a preference. What I'm excited by, you might not be. Like I said earlier, if I love the product, you might hate them and vice versa. So last year it was Space NK. Space NK won last year because that was just such a fab calendar. Like day 15, 16, 17, I think it was. Those 3, like after each other, they were the best. And this is where I discovered this little beauty here, this Kosas wet lip oil. And it was it's kind of shimmery. I don't know if you can see on here. See, it's like iridescent. I adore this product. And that was in a box with a couple of other products. And then we had the one either before or after that with the face mask, the Laneige as well. It was just like one thing after the other. It was wow, wow, wow. And yeah, I was just blown away by it. So last year it was Space NK. This year, in the category for most exciting, we have got Space NK, of course. I love skincare and it is very skincare heavy, lots of incredible brands in there. And yeah, I love discovering new products from the Space NK calendar. It's always such an exciting calendar to unbox. The next one is Vogue. So this one is a very bougie calendar and it's the most expensive calendar I purchased this year. This one is just so luxurious to unbox, like it feels just so expensive. And this year the way they had the bow on the front as well, it was just such a nice unboxing experience. We've got all the different designs of the covers on the front, it's just beautiful. And the products are so exciting as well, like it's stuff that I would never think to purchase. But yeah, definitely up there. The next one is Yes Style. So this one was difficult to get. Like I ordered this at 4 in the morning when it was restocked. They restock at really random times. So I set my alarm. I knew it was going to be restocked at this time. Set my alarm, got up and I managed to get it. I didn't think I'd got it. It was out of my basket. It said it was sold out. But 5 minutes later I refreshed and I could purchase it. So I think it must have timed out or something on someone's basket. Anyway, managed to get it. It was so exciting when it came. The design was so cute. And I think because it was my first K-Beauty advent calendar that I've unboxed, it was just so exciting. Like all the products were new to me. I've not seen or used any of them before. And it was just so nice to just try brand new products. And the eyeshadows, oh my days, they are gorgeous. Now the final advent calendar in this category is LH Cosmetics. Again, brand new one for me this year. I loved the pouch that it came in, like the vanity case that it came in, and of course all the different pouches as well. So it wasn't really set up like a traditional advent calendar. It was in the 4 different pouches, and everything in those pouches worked together to be used together as a makeup look. And I just thought that was amazing. Again, so exciting with the brand new products that I'd just not tried before, and such a luxury unboxing experience too. But the winner for the most exciting, I'm actually going to go for Yes Style. Just because it was a brand new experience for me and lots of brand new exciting products to try. Yeah, I really like that one. So from that one, we're now going to go on to the most boring advent calendar. Because I unboxed so many, I can kind of judge which ones are more exciting and which ones are least exciting. I wouldn't say any advent calendar is necessarily boring, because obviously it's an advent calendar, they're all exciting in their own way. It's nice to unbox them, it's nice to discover new products and get a little treat every day on the run up to Christmas. But some just stand out a lot more than the others. So the ones that stood out the least are going to be kind of like the most boring. So last year, the most boring was PLT. I mean, the spoolers, do I need to say any more? This year, in this category, we have 3 advent calendars. So the first one is Sentier. So this is a fragrance advent calendar. This one had your 6 fragrances and your 6 candles. The reason I put this one in is because the design, whilst it felt luxurious, it was quite plain and quite boring. It was just white, and you opened it up, it just had 1 to 12, and that was it. And of course, because it was all just fragrances, they're all in identical bottles. It's just the clear bottles. Yeah, like these bottles, they all look the same. So it was just 6 of these. So obviously it's not the most exciting to just keep pulling one of these out of the advent calendar and just reading the different name on the front of it. Now I know for some people this is really exciting because it's a brand new scent to discover. But for me, yeah, it just wasn't. The candles as well just look very boring. They come in very plain packaging. And yeah, the scents just weren't nice for me. Yeah, it was an unboxing experience, but just not for me, that one. The second one in this category is Charlotte Tilbury. So although I've said this is the most improved, it's still not the most exciting. So we had 5 other products were identical to the previous year, which isn't exciting. And also 5 were Pillow Talk. So whilst it's most improved because I think that's a good thing that more of them were Pillow Talk, I know that some people would rather try different shades, different lines, and just different products, not the same stuff as the previous year. And the final advent calendar in this category is Avant, purely because it's just like the same design as the previous year as well. They just put a different like pattern on it, but it's the same black advent calendar with just 1 to 12 written on it. Not the most exciting, and yeah, all the products, the packaging isn't very exciting either, and it was just like another moisturiser or another serum, or yeah, just not as exciting. So whilst I do love Avant products and I think it was definitely worth the money to pick up that advent calendar, yeah, I'm probably going to give the award for the most boring to Avant. I think it'd be nice to see a different design this year, especially when the products are so expensive. Like, you would have thought they would be able to just do something a bit more wow, but yeah, maybe this year, we'll see. The next category is Best Newcomer. So this year we had a lot of brand new advent calendars. So this is like the advent calendars which have never been out before, but also advent calendars which are brand new for me. I've included both of those. So last year the Best Newcomer was Boux, because that was Boots' first advent calendar and it was amazing. It was so nice to see that. This year we have got Sculpted by Amy. That was the first for me this year, and it was nice to try some more products. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting more makeup, but yeah. LH Cosmetics, brand new makeup brand for me. So many new products to try. We've got Kiko. Again, I've never picked up that one before, but that was a really nice one to unbox too. Sentier was a brand new one for me. Sainsbury's, I don't know if they've done one before, but I don't think I've seen one before, and that was quite surprising. We've got Yes Style, Korean Skincare, and Style Korean, so the 3 K-Beauty ones were brand new for me. A new calendar in itself was Next Premium, because Next actually did 2 this year, not just like the grooming and the one for the ladies. It was the grooming and then 2 for the ladies, so something a bit different. The Beauty Crop, that was a brand new one too. Glow Recipe and the Sephora Collection. So I always just get the regular Sephora one, but this year I also picked up Sephora Collection as well, just to see what those calendars were about. So yeah, so many brand new calendars there for me. I think for this one, I'm also going to go with Yes Style. I'm really, really glad I actually picked that one up, and yeah, it was just such a great unboxing experience and so many brand new products to try. And yeah, I was just really impressed with that one. So moving on to the next category, which is the most disappointing. So obviously for this one last year was a Pretty Little Thing, because spoolers, yep. This year we have 3 in this category. So the first one is Cult Beauty. And I'm really sad that this is in this category, but I have my reasons. So, I mean, Cult Beauty is known for Day 18 having an incredible drawer packed with goodies, and for the past few years it's just been the best. It's been so, so good. This year it did have multiple products in, but it just wasn't as wow as the previous years. Now in the drawer we did get the EGF serum, which is like my favourite serum ever, so that was exciting, but I feel like that could have been in a different drawer, and then I don't know, I feel like I just needed rearranging and just packing like quite a lot of products in 18, because I was just expecting 18 to be like the wow drawer, and I think it had like 2 or 3 products in, which were nice products but not wow. So yeah, I was expecting my Day 18. On top of that, Day 25 was just all hair products, and I think like the calendars have definitely been hair heavy this year. We've had so many hair products, and I don't know how I'm going to get through all of them because there's just so many, and it's all for different types of hair as well, and I just don't really know what was going on this year. There's just lots of hair stuff everywhere. So yeah, day 25, a day of hair care, was like not as exciting. I feel like on day 25 you want something wow. I feel like day 24 should be like the relaxing pamper kind of, you know, get yourself ready. It's Christmas tomorrow, maybe have a candle, maybe an eye mask, although we've had plenty of eye masks. Maybe some bath and body products, you know, just to chill. And then Christmas Day makeup. Like Christmas Day makeup I think is the best way to do it. Something that you can put on Christmas Day and just be excited about, but not hair care. Also in Cult Beauty, 2 of my products were broken. So we had the Patrick Tar eyeliner. That was like, I don't know if it's bent inside, it was just a bit wonky, it came out wonky. And we also had the Issamaya lip liner. It was empty. So I think I twisted it up and a tiny bit came out, and then the rest of the product was just not there, non-existent. I did actually get in touch with Cult Beauty and explained, I didn't mention the Patrick Tar because I thought it's fine, I can work that out. But I said, you know, my Issamaya lip liner is empty. And they said they'd issue a £15 credit onto my account, which I thought was okay. Obviously the Issamaya product was worth more than that, but when you're looking at what you're paying for the calendar and what each individual product is worth, I wasn't paying £15 per each individual product, so I feel like that was a nice gesture. When I checked as well, they hadn't actually put the credit onto my account, but they'd refunded it to my payment method, which was even better. So yeah, their customer service is really good. I have had an issue with them in the past where something was broken and they resolved it straight away and provided credit on my account, so it's definitely worth chasing up. But yeah, the customer service at Cult Beauty has always been fab for me. The next disappointing one was ASOS. Now this isn't necessarily because of the product choice, but because of the product which leaked everywhere. So it looks like this actually. This is the shower gel, but it was this shape of product, but a small version. It was the shower oil. It was literally packaged inside the box like this with the lid open, and it was upside down. Like that is how it was packaged. So of course the oil was just leaking out of it. So if you've watched that video, you'll see how messy it was. Like all the boxes that surrounded that, I think it was day 21, were all greasy. It was just so messy to like open everything, and obviously a big chunk of that product had been wasted because it had spilled out. Luckily none of the other products were damaged, but a lot of them were covered in the oil, so I had to like clean everything. And also the advent calendar itself had like a massive like oil stain like on the back of it. It was all like, you couldn't reuse it. So not that ASOS is one that I would have reused this year because I had other choices. If you just purchased that one and you were planning on reusing it as a nice little gift box or something, it was completely ruined. So I actually got in touch with ASOS and I explained the situation. After I've been through 3 different agents on the online chat, they offered me 10% off my next shop. That was it. So I went back and said, so the product is damaged, it's all over the advent calendar, and you're saying that if I spend more money with you, you're going to give me 10% off. So then they changed their mind and said if I sent it back, they'd refund me. So that was it. There was nothing else done. So I thought, well, I've already bought it now. I did want to try some of the products inside, so I thought, well, I'm not going to go to the hassle of sending it back and getting a refund and everything, so I just left it. But yeah, that was quite disappointing because I thought ASOS would have been a bit better with the customer service, especially considering if this was like a gift for someone and they had actually waited until December to open it, how much more of that shower oil would have come out and potentially ruined the products? And like how disappointing is that to open it on Christmas and everything's greasy? I just don't think that was fair. So I feel like they should have done something a bit better than say send it back for a refund or spend more money and I can give you 10% off. But yeah, that's all they did, which was very disappointing. And the next one in this category is Sculpted by Amy, purely because I got this calendar thinking it was going to be all makeup, and I don't know why I thought that. I just thought it would be makeup, and the majority of the products were not makeup. There was like skincare, body care. So whilst they were all really gorgeous products, it just wasn't what I was expecting, and I was excited to try like a whole face of Sculpted by Amy products, which obviously I couldn't do. And I think like day 12 was some eye masks, so yeah, it was just not what I expected. So that's the only reason, but yeah, that was my expectations really. So the winner of this category, I'm going to say ASOS, purely because the customer service is shocking, and it's lucky that that was actually sent to me, like I ordered that one, because if that was actually sent to someone else who'd purchased it in time for December, I feel like the products were probably not going to be in a great state at that point. Okay, the next category is Best Design. So many advent calendars have a great design. Like, I love seeing what brands come out with it each year. I've got quite a few in this category. So the first one is MAC with their gorgeous gold advent calendar. I'll pop some pictures here so you can see, just to refresh your memory of what they all look like. I love the gold. I think the gold looks so nice, very Christmassy, just like a stack of presents. Like that would not have looked out of place being next to the Christmas tree or like on a fireplace as an advent calendar. I just think it was stunning. We've then got Vogue. This was in the category last year as well, purely because each day has a different Vogue cover on it, and I think the attention to detail on that is just stunning. I love actually reading about them as well and seeing what year they're from. I think it's fascinating. Also this year as well, with the big like velvety kind of bow, it just looked like a massive present and it looks so luxurious. I absolutely love that one. Selfridges, so again they went for a chest design this year, same as last year, and these are great for reusing. I love this style of advent calendar because I use them for storage. They're all under there. If you've seen my skincare declutter and organisation video, you'll see how I organise my skincare and I use those advent calendars. That is a great design for me. Also this year as well, they included a mirror on the top of it, so if you are reusing it or using it as like a makeup storage or makeup case, you can use it to do your makeup as well. Next we've got Benefit with a cute little shopping basket. I thought that was such a cute design, like something completely different. Not very Christmassy, but cute. Like I really like that one. Plus that's going to come in really handy for my shop my stashes as well. So yeah, I thought it was a great design. Next one is LH Cosmetics. That was the gorgeous vanity case. So again, perfect for reusing, very luxurious, and yeah, I love a reusable calendar. Then we've got Sephora. Again, chest design is stunning. The only downside on this one is it was super reflective. So like it just reflects everything because it's so shiny. But again, great design. And the final one is the next premium one. I just loved how it was a really big box design, but each little box inside was like a house, and there was the design with Santa over the top and he was dropping presents over the town. I thought that was so cute, but so practical and so reusable as well. But the winner of this category is going to be Benefit, just because I'm definitely going to reuse that basket. I think it's great. I think it's such a cute little basket design. And yeah, something completely different this year. And speaking of reusable, we're now moving on to the most reusable advent calendar. So like I just said, in this category we have the Sephora and Selfridges beauty chest because they are just fab for reusing, and I do reuse them. I obviously reused quite a lot of advent calendars as well this year for DIY calendars. So you'll have seen that in my DIY advent calendar video. So to create those I reused John Lewis, Harvey Nicks, Next, Rituals, Ted Baker. I feel like there was another one. But yeah, lots were reused anyway. But also the Benefit one, because again, like I've just said, I will reuse that. The LH Cosmetics bag, gorgeous. And also Glossybox, because Glossybox actually created a chest design this year as well, which is great and fab for reusing, and a very pretty design as well. But the winner of the most reusable is going to be the LH Cosmetics bag. I think that is just beautiful and definitely reusable for more people, because obviously not many people reuse a pink basket. I will only use it for content, but the vanity bag is stunning for anyone going away or just to have even out on display. I think it's really luxurious. The next category is the most Christmassy. So I do like it when brands have Christmassy advent calendars. It just gets you into the Christmassy spirit and just gets you more excited, or it definitely does for me. But obviously with them being Christmassy, they're usually less reusable because no one wants a Christmas advent calendar sitting around in the middle of summer, do they? But we have a few in this category this year. So the first one is the Kiko Holiday Wonderlights advent calendar. So this one was like the black and the gold design with like the stars. It was very like wintry stars, not necessarily super Christmassy, but Christmassy in terms of like the stars and the sparkle, and products perfect for like a Christmas party. The next one is Vogue with the red bow on it this year. I thought it looked just like a gorgeous red Christmas present with a big red bow around it, which was just stunning. I absolutely love that one. I love the red as well. I wasn't too keen on first. I really like the black and white, but the red grew on me and I actually think it was really nice. The next one is Next Premium. So like I said, that was like the houses with Santa over the top throwing the presents down. I thought that was so cute and Christmassy, and the box itself was just like a big present. So it's like a big pink Christmas present, like with the pink ribbon design around it as well, which I thought was just really cute and Christmassy. And then of course we do have to include the Rituals advent calendars in this category. The Rituals calendars are always super Christmassy. It's always like a wintry village scene for the deluxe and the premium ones. They all light up as well, and it's just a really beautiful wintry Christmassy experience. They are quite samey, but stunning always. And then finally we have MAC with their gold stack of presents. But the winner in this category, I'm going to go for Next Premium. I think the whole Christmassy design and like little story behind that one I think is just so cute. The next category is the cheapest advent calendar. So I tried to unbox a whole range of advent calendars at different price points on my channel just to give you an idea of what is out there depending on what your budget is. And I unboxed a lot more affordable ones this year than last year, looking back at the comparison. The first one coming in at £50 was Marks and Spencer. With that one though, you do have to spend to be able to qualify. So you had to spend a certain amount. I think it was £30, £35 to be able to qualify to purchase this for £50. So technically you were spending like 80 odd pounds to be able to get this. The advent calendar itself was £50. The next one is Ted Baker at £46. I've actually never unboxed a Ted Baker one before, so that was nice to unbox, something different as well. And £46 for a 24-day calendar, it was 24 I think it was, is not bad at all. The next one is Technic Cosmetics. This was a new one for me as well actually. This was only £45, but on different websites it was different prices. So it's potentially cheaper, but on the Technic website this was £45. We've then got the Debenhams Christmassy box, that was only £40. But the winner for the cheapest advent calendar for this year was Sainsbury's at £30. So to get it for £30 you did have to have a Nectar card, but they're free to pick up and it only cost me £30. Which I thought was actually pretty good, looking at the contents as well. I wasn't expecting anything crazy. Yeah, so Sainsbury's is the winner there. And then moving on to the most expensive. I think I've actually already told you this one in this video. But we had quite a few at the £250 at price point this year. So we had Harrods, we had Harvey Nicks, Selfridges and Space NK. They were all £250. We then had YSL at £280. The LH Cosmetics one was £320. But the most expensive advent calendar for this year is Vogue. So the Vogue was £355. Very similar price to the year before. I think it was £350 the year before. And yeah, definitely very luxurious. And now the final category is the best of 2024. Now last year this went to Space NK. This year I've got a few options. So we have Space NK, which is always one of my faves. I love skincare. I love unboxing that. It's just such a nice experience. We have Cult Beauty. So despite there being two not perfect products, the rest of the products were incredible as well. I love unboxing that one. There's so many nice products in there. Then we have Harrods, always a luxurious experience unboxing the Harrods calendar. Lots of bougie skincare and makeup to try. And yeah, I just love it. I love the Harrods one. But I think the winner for me for 2024 is going to be Sephora Favourites. So this is based on the contents. Considering it's a multi-brand calendar, there's lots of different products in this one when compared to other multi-brand calendars. Also, the packaging as well is super reusable. I have reused it and I just loved it. It was such a great calendar. So yeah, I've decided that that one is going to be my best of 2024. So that brings us to the end of the Advent Awards for 2024. Let me know all your winners for each category in the comments down below and let's have a chat about them. Obviously it's super hard just to pick a particular calendar for each category because sometimes there's just multiple, and if it's a calendar that I like, well, I like a lot of them. But yeah, it's just a fun little video. Obviously I unboxed a lot more calendars than the ones I've mentioned in today's video, but I can't mention all of them. Would be here till next week. Thank you so much to everybody who joined me in Advent season 2024 and who watched, liked, commented and subscribed. I appreciate every single one of you. I do have lots more exciting content to come. It's taken me a while to get these videos out, but once these are out, there's lots of brand new content for this year. And then of course Advent season starts really soon again. Like, it's crazy, isn't it, how fast it comes around. It's probably going to be July this year. So I'm trying to get all the stuff for the rest of the year finished before July, and then we can dive back into Advent calendars because I know you all love them so much and they're just so fun to unbox. So leave all your comments down below. Let me know all of your thoughts on Advent season 2024. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up just before you go and hit subscribe. And I'll see you soon for another video. Just try.